3 strikes you're out, or a third time's a charm. I guess the only way to find out is to untape this mess. We'll see what happens. I ate lunch, I retaped it, I reshot it. We'll see what happens. I hope it's salvageable. I should have known better than to try to shortcut anything. You can't win shortcutting. At least I never been able to. We got 10 watchers. You guys are interested in what I'm doing, I suppose. This thing has evolved with you guys watching. In the last 6 months. Looks pretty good. Now the paint shouldn't pull up here because it was nice and wet on fiberglass. That shouldn't pull up either because I got it nice and wet. But only time will tell. So, was it worth it? I got a feeling that if I had to do much more on this, it would be one of them airplanes that was fix this and peel that up and fix that and peel that up. So I'm glad this is the last go around if we can get this. It looks muy bueno. Muy bueno. Come on off there. Yeah, got that good. So the Saturday at John's for next week is going to be Third time's a charm, or 3 strikes and you're out. STRIKE, strike, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I don't know how to spell. No, it's got the same amount of thinner in it, but an airbrush puts on paint so light that it doesn't get wet. It just goes on, it's dusted on. So you need to put it on so that it gets wet so that the thinner can bite into the next coat. So that it's on wet now. We'll see what happens here. Of course, I retaped the windscreen the right way again. I think I'll wait for that to dry a little bit. It's I just got done painting it. Seems a little wet. Nice clean line there. I tell you what, I'm really impressed with this blue tape. It's better than 3M. It's unbelievable. And 1/10 of the cost because you get 10 rolls for $11. And 3M is $18 a roll. It's a high quality here. What do we got going on here? We'll get that off. You're gonna have to be sanded. Nice clean line. I don't know what this. There it is. Okay. I'm gonna have to make sure to get that nice and wet on that canopy when I hey Kevin, when I spray the clear, it's gonna have to be nice and wet because right now it's flaking off. I didn't know how that new plastic would work, but it seems to be all right. got it. One last piece. I guess we'll do a little inking. I'll get started on that. We'll ink around these, ink down this. I'll do the easy stuff first. Okay. That turned out better. It was better the second time around. That's good. I'll work on that later. Okay, let's do a little inking. See what it looks like. See if it's gonna pop like I think it will. I'm gonna have to ink those after clear. Tinker tape one. We might use a 16th pinstripe tape around that. I moved it all for that line right there. You got to go back to the other camera, which the mouse went here. All that redoing. What happened? I don't have another view. And we're only on that one. What's the deal here, Larry? There we go. I don't know what the deal is. I moved that all for that 1/16 right there. So I had to move it down so that it was at the bottom of this line. I've still got to work on this. I got to sand this and straighten it out. I'm dreading that. That's why I'm putting it off so long. It's going to be such a pain in the butt. Well, let's get up some pens and we'll ink a little bit, see what it looks like. Gonna have a little touch up there, a little touch up there, little touch up here. I'll do all these over John's next week. They're all real minor. I'll tape them off this week and get them ready to go. And then, like, there's a little white here and a little yellow here and a little gray there. Just little tiny spots. And it's not perfect, but it's damn close. Okay, let's get some pens. Let's see. 4120. That's what's going to get striped around the outside here. I don't know if this one's, yeah, it's clean. Okay, these are Rapidograph pens made by Koh-i-Noor. They're drafting pens. Thank you, Tommy. These are Rapidograph pens made by Koh-i-Noor. They're about 25 bucks a piece. They come in different sizes. Like this one is the size of a hair, and this one is a 16th of an inch. And we're going to go around the flaps with a 16th, and right here with a 16th of an inch around these, and down the leading edge with a 16th. All the panel lines will be done in probably number 50. 2/50. They will get done in this size here. This is my go-to pen for panel lines. And it's clean. In order to tell whether the ink pen's clean or not, you just shake it, and if it rattles, the piston's working. Now, you want to use India ink for paper and film. Kind of hard to find sometimes. Damn. Stuff will stain, so I gotta wash my hands. We certainly don't want it transferred to the airplane. Yep, it's working. Yep, we're good to go. Okay, I gotta wash my hands real quick or else I'll end up transferring black to the airplane someplace. We don't want to do that. Okay, we got it. It's cleaned off. But the most important thing I can tell you about inking is the ruler. You got to use a corkback ruler. Yep. If you don't use a corkback ruler, it will wick underneath it and you'll be crying. Let's see here. I guess we'll use this because it'll bend around the corner better. John, I didn't get that on your ruler. it's already on there. This is not corkback, but he has tape so that the ruler stands off the surface. Now this is a series of, you get one chance, so don't screw up. Boy, it's not going to want to cooperate, so we're going to have to hold it down. What did I do with the pen? There it is. Okay, here we go. I'm going to keep the pen at 90 degrees. That was a no-no I just did there, but I believe I got away with it. I do want to take there. I got it. Now I overshot that just a smidge, but we won't worry about it. We'll let it dry and then pick the tail off with a pen or with a X-Acto. Not that big a deal. Now that's a good line. That other one didn't want to cooperate with me, but this one did, so we're fine. Well, what do you think? Is that going to help it or hurt it? If you look right here, it's sticking out about a 1/16 of an inch. It's not a problem. We're going to have to let it dry, and then when I go across on the back line, you just take an X-Acto knife and you scratch the tail off. Not a problem. So let's do this now. And we haven't even got to the panel lines yet. This is just graphics outline. Come on now. Now that little end there was freehand. I don't recommend it to most people, but I was a pinstriper at one time. I pinstriped motorcycles and stuff, so I got a pretty steady hand. I'll do that flap off. Yeah. So now we'll go across this, see what happens, and then pick off that tail. See, to me, this is the fun stuff here, where I can let my artistic talents show. We gotta do this. Any questions on ink lining? Pretty simple stuff. I mean, easy peasy, twice as greasy. You dog. Need a bigger piece of tape. Yeah, those lines came out good. Just like I knew what I was doing. That's a good thing. Biggest thing here is take your time. If it ain't positioned right, don't set the pen down because it's there forever. I'm not pushing on this pen either. It's just rubbing. There's no pressure. I think what's going to happen is I'm going to do all the paint outlines here, and then next Saturday at John's we'll put clear on it again, another coat to seal those, and then I'll do the panel lines. Yes, why did I stop there? Well, had a little bit of buildup of ink on the end of this. Yes, clear seals the ink in. If you don't, you'll wipe them right off. Yeah, I'm getting my groove on again. I'm pulling a good line. Those two lines were perfect. So come on. Those two lines were perfect. Well, was it 3 strikes you're out? I don't think so. I think we got it. I think we got it. A little bit of bleed there. I think it was a little dirty. Yeah, that turned out good. Okay. Let's do this up here. See if we can get away with this. Yes, Edward, Banshee 15 is correct. It's a Kohinoor rapidograph. The correct film to use is ink for paper and film, and it does make a difference. This might be more difficult than I thought. Yeah, gonna be tough. Gonna be tough. Now, I have no clue if I can do this. They're about 25 bucks a piece. If you can find them. They quit using them because of CAD. Everything's CAD. Nobody drafts anymore. Okay, that looks like it might work, so let's give it a whirl. I screw this up, I gotta wipe it off. Don't want to get on there. There we go. This double lining is something you shouldn't do, but I gotta do it because it's thin. Yeah, it'll work. I'm gonna have to make some short flexies to go around that, but I won't do that till after the red is painted on the canopy frame. Thank you, Lars. Okay, here I'm going to show you how to fix a snafu. So we'll change camera views. And we'll pick this up a little bit. Might have to get a little closer. Maybe zoom in. Because it's really important that you learn how to fix these. Let's see, we got to zoom. Because you're going to get them. Okay. You see that tail right there? How far it goes past? Not a problem. So when we come back, we're going to do this. We're going to put the bottom line on it. I need to get this pen more up and down. There we go. Okay, you see that hanging out there? They'll knock you down for appearance points on that. It doesn't look very, hey Jim. Yeah, it doesn't look very good either. It doesn't look like you were paying attention. It looks like a sloppy ink job. So you just take your scalpel here. And you scratch it off. I'll let that line dry so I can then brush it. But that's how you fix those tails. So let's do another one up here. Now we got Jim Lynch on here, and he knows that this is the fun part. This is the part that you finally get to shine. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work to get to this point, but it's a lot of fun. Don't forget to breathe, yeah? All right, so there we have that. Where'd my pen go? Did I put it back? No. There it is. Need to get rid of this paper. I'm not going to use that for a while. To prime the pen, you shake them just like that. You can hear the piston in there going. And if you look, I've got black on the end of that tip. You don't want that. You gotta wipe that off. That could spurt out and be a disaster. So, how do we want to do this? We double pulled on the other side, so we'll double pull on this side. Okay, 48 minutes in. How many hours you guys think I'll spend inking? I bet it's at least 40 on this. I still have to make some special templates. Get some more water. Gotta drink some more water. Soda's eating me up. Okay, here we go. I'm going to have to make a special template to do this, the nose, around this nose piece. I can do the straight line to there, and then I got to have a template to go around there and here. Now I'll get it figured out somehow. What do you think of that green, Jim? Baby poop green. I think it's pretty close to what it's supposed to be. Could be a little darker, but I don't know. All right, let's see if we can do, well, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do a leading edge or not, because I'm going to paint them silver gun bay things in there. A lot of thinking on this. It's not just, go for it. It gets a silver gun portals here. It's kind of like a sheet metal guard. Oh yeah. It has a sheet metal guard on it, then 4 machine guns go on here, and then the ammo bays and there's a maintenance hatches. You can. Now Billy, he had one airplane that had all these rivets on it. I ain't going for that. That is too much. So we are just going to do the panel lines, the inspection covers. At least now with this set here, my other Thunderbolt, the detail underneath the panel lines were not correct, and it'll be a lot easier than what I did going lengthwise like that. So that's good. And I didn't realize that the back of the canopy was just straight across and the rest was sheet metal. So that's going to make it a lot easier. Plus it gives me a idea how big the cowl flaps need to be. I need 1, 2, 4, 6, 8 flaps. So we got 2, 4, 6. Yeah, they're a lot smaller than what I had. Oh yeah, that's a lot of work. We'll get it. This could be a front row airplane if I shot some plasticine on it. And I might. It depends. I don't want a 70-ounce airplane, though. All them front row airplanes are plasticine. It's a bummer. Something said for a good dope finish, but there is a different look to it. Well, I think that's about all I got for today because I got to do some thinking of what I'm going to do. So we put in another hour today. And I probably won't be on till tomorrow night when I got to figure out the gear doors. I got to ink in the gear doors, take my landing gear off and tape them up for black and white because the invasion stripes fall over on the doors. And I got to make it correct. And they get pea green inside. Then we're going to get the Al Rabe treatment. As far as the wheel wells go. We might do that too. I mean, Saturday at John's is a great show. We get great views. Yeah, a quart of spray shine, you'll add a half an ounce. Keep thinking that. I wish it was true. If it was only half an ounce, I'd have a gallon on there. But it ain't true. One quart of urethane over this whole airplane is about 3.5 ounces. It's just the way it is. If somebody says they can do it in an ounce, well, I'm from Missouri, you're going to have to show me. Because I ain't buying it. And if you show me and I can duplicate it, I'll figure it out. But it just don't happen that way. We got a ton of work left to do. like I say, at least I would say 2 months probably. I gotta fix this spot here, paint those hinges. See the hinges? There's a lot of little faux pas that need to be. There's a little faux pas there, which might cover with ink, but might as well fix that. It'll be what it is, I guess. Got to get that clear up there. Oh, yeah. Here's how you tell. Urethane is plastic. 2-part urethane. There is 0 gas off. So if you mix up a quart into a container, take the container, set it on the scale, tear it so it's 0, then add a quart of paint, and you're going to get maybe, depending on how goofy you are, you might get 5 or 10% overspray that doesn't go on the airplane. Whatever that quart weighs is how much paint is on, how much weight is on the airplane, because it does not gas off. It's plastic. At least with dope, you're going to lose 50%. Well, 40%. Because you have the vehicle, the bonder, and the thinner. And some of that stuff, that stuff gases off. So if you mix a quart of dope, it's a quart of dope, 1 quart of clear on this whole or 1 coat of clear on this whole airplane is 1 ounce. So if 1 coat is 1 ounce of dope on this airplane, how much is urethane? 3.5, and maybe more, depending on how heavy you put it on. So the guys that tell you that, oh, it only adds a half an ounce, they're full of shit. It's heavy. Looks good, very heavy. All right, that's going to wrap it up for this evening. Really appreciate my fans watching, subscribing. Please, if you're not a member, please consider joining. Hit the join button down there. There's a difference between a subscriber and a member. It gives me a $4.95 tip a month so that I can keep bringing this content to you. It also helps the metrics of my channel to boost it towards the top so that it becomes in the suggested videos. Like there was a gentleman on here, I think it was the last video on the chat, that said he just got back to Control Line and my channel was suggested to him by the YouTube algorithm. And the only way that can happen is through the like button, the subscriber button, and the memberships. So it moves me up. I don't understand how it works, but it does help. So we go up about 1 to 2 subscribers a month. But last month I lost 4 members and gained 2, so we're down 2 from last month. So it's up and about 35 is all I got. I need about 100 members in order to make this work. And YouTube is a business. It's not my business. It's Google's business. If I don't produce content for them that they can run ads on and show ad generation, they'll just scrap your channel. There's a lot of channels that go away. And I don't think that it would hurt anybody's feelings to see a bunch of old Control Line farts go away. They're all, if I was doing stupid cat tricks or something like that, we'd have a channel that was way up in the hundreds of thousands of views, and got one guy feeding raccoons, another guy feeding squirrels, and just stupid crap. And here I'm trying to pass on old world craftsmanship to the people, and nobody's interested, which is a bummer. All right, that's it. Let's go, Brandon. See ya.